How y'all doing out there? Are you all ready to play poker, not poker? I am. I actually think the changes they made to this may be confusing at first, for sure, especially for a lot of us, me included. But I do think they might actually be fun. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. And yeah, I think that's all we really need to cover there. Hamad, what is up, buddy? How you doing, man? Illuminados, how are you, my friend? Who's your daddy? What is up to you, man? What is going on? And then on the YouTube side. I think I am going to eventually get those. If I can find a app that combines the chats that leaves the fonts of the two chats alone, I think I am going to finally do it. I think it'll be helpful to have like one cohesive, more cohesive conversation. What's up, Ghost Runner? How you doing, man? And Hilgen Dwarf, how you doing, buddy? Because I want people to like get the credit and know that like, hey, this is a member on or a frequent chatter or a moderator on the YouTube side. Hey, this is a sub or a frequent chatter, those sorts of things on the Twitch side. I know there's some exciting stuff happening in the Battlegrounds realm right now. I will try to bring that up and leave that in the side here. I was watching Barrow go. Don't worry, I'll be doing this for a couple hours as long as we can. So if you're really excited or interested in the Battlegrounds and what's going on, go ahead and check it out. Although Barrow beat Nova about 10 minutes ago, and that appeared to probably ice it for Mana and Nagase. Phenomenal players, all of them. Liam, you can see up on the board too. Barrow is streaming and doing his best, despite, he even talked about it. I thought it was really cool. He's like, he could have obviously thrown it and helped Nova potentially and made this more dramatic for everyone, but he did his best and that sort of thing. So hope you guys check that out. I always like seeing the guys compete. I think it's really cool. It's like, for me, it's the same as like watching a sport. What's up, Bad Blue? How you doing, man? All right, so let's go over this. Matty Dido. What's up, dude? Let's go over the mode here a little bit and talk about it. And then, of course, when it goes live, we'll jump straight into it. The way they've set it up this year, it looks like in order to kind of like push through more, if I'm understanding it correctly, there'll be some spending involved. As long as it's not like too much money, I'll be happy to do that so we can kind of experience the mode, troubleshoot it, figure it out, get some advice out for each other and ourselves and those sorts of things, and have some fun with it for a couple hours. So let's go ahead and get into this here. You can see the start date is obviously today, right? Yeah. It's like and then ends on the 4th. Squad builder returns a streamlined scoring format and some new twists to celebrate the Lunar New Year. Summoners once again receive 2 free. Okay, so that's cool. Standard mode only costs energy to enter. No set time limit to how many times you can play. This is where it's different, and they're spelling it out. And this is where I think money moolah is going to come into play. Maximum of 3 regular fights plus 1 boss. Defeat 1 of 5 defenders to discard a specific number. So this again seems similar. This is where it changes. Energized mode, which triples the point value. Thank you so much for the follow. The point value of squad will cost 1 Bronco token. I'm going to struggle to keep saying Bronco token, especially because they even like capitalized it, but they didn't capitalize token. Obviously, I think it's pretty obvious. For those who don't know, Karate Mike is a massive fan of the NFL team, the Broncos. I think it's cool that they do. I'm just going to editorialize for a second. I think it's cool they do these nods to the employees. I do think that's fun. They work on the game. I think showing some personality and things like that is fun. I just wish they would have gone all of the way and capitalized it and just fully embraced it instead of just kind of being half-assed about it. Bronco tokens are earned in the weekly Clash event and reward you as well as in Lunar New Year gifting. Okay. Additional Bronco tokens. It's also going to get annoying to keep saying Bronco tokens. Additionally, Bronco tokens will also be available for purchase and can be used either by yourself or as a gift to send to alliance mates. So this is what we're doing. I love my alliance mates, so I think we'll be having some fun with that too. Like last time, summoners will still want to build specific squad compositions to score points after defeating the boss. However, this time you want to build squads containing champions, all from the same factions to earn the number of points. So just if you guys see anyone in chats or anywhere, let them know this is not poker anymore. It's I'm sure there's other card games. Those of you who play a lot of card games can probably relate it to that. But they seem to be going more with like elements here: earth, wind, fire, metal, and wood. I will just quick editorialize on this one too. I think especially because this is related to Lunar New Year and all of that. I do like that they got away from like a gambling poker thing and they're going more to elements. That's just me. I don't think it's like horrible if they had stayed with poker either, though. Okay, not making a big deal about that. Looks like wood is going to be the most rare, so there's probably going to be, if you know, knowing what I do know about various games, it seems like fire would probably provide the least points because there's a variety of there's more fire cards than anything else. But we'll get into the game when we see that. The point value per squad is based on your champion's faction's relative scarcity. Okay, there it literally says that if I just kept reading. Since fire has the most champions, a full, okay, blah, blah, blah. To keep things fresh at the start of each fight, 3 random buffs will be applied to your champion. Additionally, you can gain 30% fury passives. Interesting. Each maybe the fights won't be jokes like they were last time. I think they probably will be, but we'll see. Each full completion will add points to the weekly Clash solo event, and solo events will contain regular side quest milestones. There's something called the Alliance Stampede event. And solo objective defeat. Okay. And then I think this, thank you so much for the follow there. A gorilla, man. What's up, man? Thank you so much for being here. You can see the various tokens. I always enjoy, I actually prefer to read these things in game. They tend to end up making a little more sense to me. I think it's just the way my brain works, but I can see for a variety of players this being superior. You can see a lot of the red envelopes. Hopefully we can get some units via that sort of thing. We'll see what else is in there, but usually units are the big prize. And then more of these AFC New England Patriot tokens. I'm sorry, I'm going to end up doing that. There's only so much I can say Bronco token. Maybe we'll call them Eagle tokens. I'm an Eagles fan. And you continue through the Mysterium. Hey, bet you don't have enough Mysterium. There's tier 4 Alpha Catalyst, so that seems pretty good. Tier 6 class Catalyst. That's cool. All right, so I think we'll bring this down, and we can get back to the chat. How's it going, Gorilla Man? Gorilla Man 49ers. There you go, man. I bet you're not calling them Bronco tokens either. What's up, Paulo Kisama? How you doing, bud? How does this event work? I mean, we just kind of read through it. Obviously, you wrote that a while ago. We'll go through, dude. We're gonna have some fun and play it. And like I said, I'll be happy to spend some cash on it so that we can, get through a little bit quicker, see how this works and that sort of stuff. See if like maybe I make some mistakes or some like bad ideas along the way, and we can learn from that. Your screen looks weird. Oh, never mind. We saying oh, never mind to the weird, or does it still look weird? If so, let me know. I did try to make some adjustments to the to those like subscription follower goals. I went with the night mode or the black background like y'all suggested yesterday. I do think it looks better. I'm not sure I even love having them up. We'll see. I'm very open to your guys' opinions and thoughts on it. I don't want it to interfere with the game either. And so like where it's lined up right now, I'm not in love with, but I don't know where a better spot would be. And they're also supposed to be a Prime subscription button. So people who have Prime, if they want to sub, they can just do it automatically. I'm like not seeing that on the screen. So I don't know if it's bugged right now or what, but it's supposed to be in the upper right-hand corner. Hope all is well. Same to you, Weapon X. Great to see you on both sides here. Thank you so much. What's up, Ozzy? I said never mind because I realized that you were going to talk about the event. Got it. Cool. Half God, what's up, dude? Hey, Half God, was that you and me chatting in Dread's chat the other day? I'm trying to remember, dude. I do when I tend to watch streams in my evening, I'm typically pretty distracted because I'm like cleaning up after dinner or whatever, just kind of wrapping up the day, to be honest. So I'm like half watching whatever. But anyways, whether it was you or not, thank you for being here and welcome. I know the HeatlyBros is happy to the mode is back. I believe he liked this mode. I don't know why Dance Dance Revolution just like it hits me in like a very annoying place. Like it hits my it's like kicks me in the shin. This mode, for some reason, I just am more like, okay, like this is a fun little distraction for a while, fun to stream. We can play it. Like I'm not sure what I think. Now that we're thinking about it, I think the one that it's not in a browser, I think just right away, like I think that just sets the other one up for criticism. It's just like immediate. You're like, I'm not even in the actual game. And so I think that's a little bit. Dance Dance Revolution sucked. After the change, been playing it on a silent every day to wrap up the rewards. I'm happy to hear that, man. It is a perfect example for me of something I've literally worked through in my life. Of like, it's not for me. I don't like it. That doesn't mean it's bad. And so I've really, really had to work at that for Dance Dance Revolution because I do not like it. All right, we've hit 10 o'clock. We are going to we'll reset the game here and see what the see how many Seattle Seahawk tokens we can get. Yeah, that was you. All right, Half God, thanks, man. I appreciate you explaining. I appreciated your joke. That's my sense of humor too. Everyone's like, "What the hell is he talking about?" Half God made a joke in Dread's stream. I was not aware that Half God was joking, and so I was like, "Hey, let's not like bring any like drama." Basically, it's Dread's stream, man. You want to like make jokes at my expense, come to my stream and do it. Let's not do it on Dread's. And Half was like, dude, I'm just messing around. And Dread was like, oh, no, it's just Half God's personality. I was like, oh, we're cool, man. It's my personality too. So we're all good. People get good. People have to get used to me, or they don't have to. That's the thing. But nah, I get you, man. I got you. All right, let's go ahead and have some fun here. And if I've missed your comment, like Sammy, if you ever show up but I don't say hi to you, you come over here and punch me in the back of the head, man. Okay? Because I want to say hi to you, man. I really enjoyed your video on Bruno. He's not actually Bruno, but if he was in a Disney movie, they'd have to call him Bruno. Karnak. I thought that was really, really good. I appreciated you making that video, man. That was really good stuff, man. Did I ever wear chain wallets back in the day? No, I never went that. Oh, wait, shit. I may have had one. It's like high school, though, man. Now, I went to high school like in the OC, man, where we thought we were tough, man. We listened to ska music that they didn't play on K-Rock. We had like spiky hair. We were some badasses, man. And by that, I mean, we absolutely were not. The movie Swingers, if you haven't seen it, does an excellent job. There's like a couple of jokes in that movie that really do a great job of ridiculing the like 1990s OC guys who thought they were tough. I thought it was great. Anyways, let's play this. Let's get into this, and then we can get into the frivolity of it all. So it looks like for $9.99, you can get some red envelopes and some Seahawk tokens. And these do have a chance to drop a 7-star hero, very, very small. Some more Bronco tokens. I'm going to try not to make that joke too much because not everyone watches the NFL. Some battle chips. Units are not a high item there, okay. And what does the actual Bronco token do? Used for energize entry of the squad builder. Okay. So I think it's almost certain that we're going to be needing to buy that. I'm going to go ahead and just buy some on the store right now. Actually, you know what? We'll pull that up for you guys here. Where is it? Cool. Oh shit! This happened. This happened the other day too. My cursor's just completely gone. My cursor being gone is going to make this really a problem, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on while I try to sort it. Shit. Is there anything one can do when the cursor is gone, but it's still clearly registering on the screen? Like if I hover over something, why, dude? This is so annoying. I'm sorry, guys. All right, I'm just gonna have to buy it. It's on a PC, so like I don't know why this happened the other day, and now my cursor is back. It's almost like I open up another window, and the cursor itself disappears, the little arrow. But I can see. That's why like I'm staring at my screen. Is I can see that it's still hovering over items. So like as of right now, it's fixed. I just cannot. I'm not going to open up any more windows. So hopefully nothing important happens. Unplug the mouse. Yeah. Okay. If we have something where we need to do that, I will. Thank you very much. We'll try. I'm just going to pull up the store on my other phone here and buy this item, and then we'll get into it. Not gonna lie, I'm afraid of the destroyer fight for the Coliseum. I don't have much science. Okay, then I would be a little scared. I understand your concern. We'll you know that we'll live stream that when it goes when it's up. And I'll be incredibly focused in on helping people find options that will simplify the fight for them. They're not always going to be the one that like you see the highest bars from. Obviously, those champions will be on the list as well. Here's what's weird is the MCoC store itself is not showing any sort of deal right now. Is anyone aware of the store? You know, this is pretty common for Kabam. When an event or sale goes live, the store is usually bugged or not reflecting the sale at the time of it going live. All right, so we'll go ahead and jump into the event then, and then get to it when we can. As usual, give it an hour. Yeah, okay. I think it comes Friday. Well, so this would be what I'm looking to do essentially is purchase this deal, but to purchase it via the store. Usually you get something better. The price is better. You get a little more or something, or Bonix tokens. I'm trying hard not to troll that hard. Nod to the great KRQ. You got that right, man. Shoot, I can't even think of what were the hosts' name? Bean and, damn, it's been a long time. Ellen K, right? Was it Ellen K or was Ellen K on Kiss? If you guys can remember this, let me know. All right, so let's get to this. Let's go ahead and play the mode. People want to see the mode played. All right, fresh recruits gained. And tap to continue. Okay, I can do that. I can tap. I can tap a tappa. So here's the various rewards for this. Okay, this is pretty good, man. Well, not as good. But it sure started off nice. Thank you very much for the follow. That's weird. Okay, here's the Alliance Stampede. That's pretty solid, man. I mean, I realize they're not like massive numbers. I'm not gonna be like, well, this is amazing. But like, okay, like I respect this. This is good. All right, so let's go ahead and start. We'll start off with energy. If I recall, like, didn't we have to do some energy matchups last time to even like really access the more higher scoring one? All right, so we know that fire is the most common. So let's not do that. Let's go with let's keep Squirrel Girl. Let's check the points real fast. Okay, so the most points is actually they're calling it wood. I'm gonna go with all right, guys, if you see me giggle because I keep saying wood, it's just, remember I said, never lose your inner child. Wood, then water. And then metal. All right. So we're just going to keep shooting for wood, water, and metal. What's Rick, you almost got me to say it, man. Ain't nothing wrong, man. All right, so select the opponent. Okay, wait. I don't want to do that. You don't select the boss until you're done, right? So how many I want to swap? Sorry, guys, I'm just refreshing my memory on how to play this. And we're going to go for wood. We want wood. So we are going to swap 4, right? Because I want to get rid of everything that's not wood. And so we're going to swap 4. And we're going to fight Bastion. Yeah, Friday is the Valentine's Day sale. The Bronco token should be today. Maybe it's just not in the store. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Don't go for the boss. I'm glad I backed out of that. If you saw yesterday's stream, okay, there's a lot of stuff happening in the upper left-hand corner. my memory of the mode previously was that there was some ways to kind of like help you a little bit, but it was not necessary at all in any way, shape, or form because the fights are so fast. I think the one thing I want to make sure of is just to ensure that there's not like any bonuses or long-term benefits to taking advantage, because that's a lot of stuff happening in the upper left-hand corner for it to be meaningless. Rick, your comment's the last one on the YouTube side, so now I'm reading it every time I look over there. Okay, so select 4 hollows to swap out. I really want to call... Will it confuse you all if I call the wood actually tree? Because it's a picture of a tree, and calling it, all jokes aside, calling it wood keeps making me think of the one that's on dust, which I believe is probably actually stone. Like, again, I'm not being critical. I'm more just like helping people not make a mistake, and me not make a mistake is like, wood actually looks like the emblem that dust has to me. Fire is pretty obvious, and metal, like you got to work a little bit, but it's metal. What is actually wood to me looks like a tree, which I understand has wood. I get why they went with the way they did. I don't. Yeah, it is wood. I'm wondering if it's just my brain that's struggling with it, or if you guys are like, no, it's a little confusing. I'm calling it tree too. I mean, it's a tree. Wood, burning, hard rock, and wet are the replacement terms. Thanks, guys. I usually go with the colors. Yeah, I often go with colors too. I've got some footage ready for video, but we've been crazy busy last week and I haven't had a chance to record audio. Hopefully soon. Oh, Hilgendorf, you're talking. Okay, thanks. That's cool. I love when those things happen. All right, so we're going to continue trying to get our tree wood here. Maybe that's what I'll do, is just call it tree wood. And so we will select 3. And get rid of beta refill. Let's make sure that these aren't doing something. Continue to contain an indifferent theory of passive by performance actions. I just am stuck with why. Like, that's just green is tree. Yeah. Green. The green tree is wood. Shit. The green tree is wood. I feel like it's like a kid's nursery rhyme. Green tree is wood. I do not remember how to play. I think it's SP1s over and over, right? And then he'll gain a bunch of power. What happens if you die in a fight? Does anyone know? I feel like we have good. I feel like we have good luck with our wood here, and so I don't want to ruin it by dying. But I am willing to test it out so we can find out what happens if you die in a fight. Matcha is wood. So okay, I'm kind of going towards matcha too. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I just didn't want to say it. I've already thrown in enough confusing terms. Last time if you died, you can go in with another champ. Your health persisted. Okay. I just got a starting buff that made it impossible to lose. I was untouchable. What's the point? Like, I think this is why I liked this mode so much more than the Fantastic Force, is it just feels so much more polished. It just feels significantly like more effort and time was put into it. Okay, so we will get rid of the non-green tree matcha woods. That's pretty crazy. That's actually not that. This is kind of where you can see, like, it's not poker. I mean, I guess that's not the craziest hand in poker. All right, so we'll still swap 3. And, yeah, we'll still swap 3. And we'll continue on. It's working smoothly. It's not necessarily, like, fun, but it's also not bad. It is like poker without the numbers. I agree. I do, like I said, though, in all honesty, just me, kind of the way my brain works, I was like, are they really doing gambling on Lunar New Year? Like, it's not the end of the world, but that feels a bit much. And so I like that they went with more like an elemental thing. I think if for nothing else, just labeling. I actually like that. I think I'll play this first thing tomorrow and get my morning wood. All right. I want to see who can do the best one about wood, because I can't be alone and still embracing my inner child, right? And if I am, come on, guys. It's funny. So whoever, let's see who can have that. That one was good because you got me to read a lot of it too. Like, it wasn't clear you were joking until pretty far into it. So I like that, man. I like that. I respect it. All right, man. All right. Let's see what we got here, man. Yeah, we got nothing. All right, so let's fight. And yeah, all right. I would make a joke, but it seems pretty hard. You know what, man? I really like that one. I have to say, I am a fan of the dad jokes. I am a fan of them, and I'm asking for them. So I think anime might actually be in the lead. Man, this is tough. We need a leaderboard for this. I might have to do a tier list on this. Once I get this Mr. Negative down. And guys, like, in my limited experience in these fights, I would not worry at all about like playing into the node. Like, it's not necessary at all. Anime and Goho. What's up, dude? Hope you don't mind me shortening it to Koho. You guys are tied. For different reasons, actually. But they both got me. Yeah, energy refills are going to be gone, man. Gone. I think let's replay it, huh? Let's replay it. Let's go, man. Let's get our... Oh, no. Okay, so water was the second one. Should we shoot for... We don't got water either here, dude. We got metal. I guess let's shoot for metal. Okay, I opened my BG deck and now it says 10 of... What knight designed King Arthur's Round Table? I don't know. I'll bite. Who is it? Who is it? What does Kabam have against telling us things? It feels like they do a bunch of stuff. A lot of it's really, really cool. And then at some point, there's like a toddler in the office. Like, for some reason, there's like a child labor law in Canada that allows like a 3-year-old who's had way too much screen time, hasn't eaten since breakfast, and it's now like 5 p.m. For those who don't do, who are on military time, that's 17 o'clock. And they're like, hey, can you put this information out to all the players? And it feels like that toddler ultimately just gets to be like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I need a Snickers bar. And they're like, well, we don't have any Snickers. And they're like, well, I guess the players just don't get to know. Like, I don't know. Why? Why do they keep stuff secret, man? Like, it's like cool too. VG deck changes in the new season announcement. I am scared to open up another window. Work. You weren't here for it earlier. I totally lost. The ability to see my cursor. If someone in my Discord able to tag me with it, I can pull it up on my phone. I'm sorry I can't like pull it up on the screen, guys. I do not know what's wrong. Let's see, BG's here. Thank you very much, work. Shugokas, why do you know why on the Twitch side yours has like this weird like logo next to it? I don't know if I've seen it before. You're obviously here and chatting, so I appreciate it. I can't confirm the 5 bans. 5 bans? 3 rerolls? Battleground 6 is kicking off with a few experimental changes. Okay, so they are. Let's start off right away. Before later we'll get to the overreacting because that's fun. But they do say these are experimental changes, meaning they aren't necessarily permanent. Okay, we're aiming to shake up the meta and see what our summoners will do with it. They're gonna get flamed for this, by the way. Just like I just want to say, I think they're going to get. People might be happy about it, but I think a lot of your high tier players are going to be like, literally, what happened to all the stuff you promised us in the middle of last year? But let's see. You will now get 3 champion rerolls per match. If they have not fixed those rerolls, they're going to get destroyed. Okay, UI updates, not AI updates, UI updates. Will increase number of banned champions. We've improved the UI, so you can scroll sideways to view all the selections, even when they go off screen. How can we see stuff that's not on the screen? Whatever. They go through the buffs of the Gladiator Circuit and Victory Track. You know, we're not going to spend our time on that. There's a new emote of, man, they are trolling the community hard. It's of Arcade laughing with fire behind him. I don't think a lot of players who just went through Alliance Coliseum are going to find that too funny. I find a bit of humor. That's literally it. That's literally it. Okay. So you can make your deck. You can get your deck even bigger. Kabam is in the deck growth industry. And you can ban more of them as well, too. Drafts were already at RNG Fest. This just makes that worse. I really don't think this is going to go over well. I will wait and see what, like Cantona, he's in the Illuminati, by the way. Cantona has to say in if what he's willing to share. Grass plays pretty high tier Battlegrounds 2. William, also in the Illuminati, plays highly tier. I want to hear like William and like KT have to say. I know how it'll my initial thoughts for me, just for me personally, if you guys will don't mind for a second here, is for me personally, I'm like, whatever. Like it's for me the thing. If it doesn't even really bother me. It's just more like, dude, why didn't you guys just tell us this? Like this feels dumb to just. But whatever, it's fine. As far as like what's actually going to happen, the actionable stuff. I'm like, I want to test it, see how it goes. I could see myself enjoying it. I could see myself also feeling like work saying that like part of what ended up eventually getting me to just stop this last meta was it was just so much RNG. It just felt dumb. Like it felt more like if I play enough, I will advance because I'm winning 51 out of every 100 matches. But God, this just feels like a time sink. So we'll see. I'm really interested in your guys' thoughts. I like, because I think this is one where people are just going to like feel differently about it. Who will have the biggest deck? I don't know. We're going to have to all get out, whip out our decks and measure, I think, is the way this is going to work. Kabam is in both the deck and wood industry. Here I stood thinking they were the same. Oh, they're totally different. They're totally different. One of the best ways to make more money year after year is to like separate things out. So, if people want deck, if they want the bigger deck, they can go for that. But if they want more wood, they can still go that, even though you're the same store. Do you understand? Hilgendorf, I'm not against this change. It could be cool. Yeah, that's where I ultimately am at. For me, very personally, I'm like, it could be cool. I want to see it. I want to play it. I probably need to play it over a variety of metas too, to have like a strong personal feeling on it. But I want to gather as much information from viewers as possible. Okay, select for what did we decide we were going for? We're going for metal here. I'm a super casual BGS player. So I don't really care. But I can see the RNG and whales hating it. That's what I'm wondering too. If they're like, we'll see. Interesting. I don't play BGS much, so I think there's a lot of like, hey, I don't take it that seriously, so I don't really care. But I feel this would be something you say outside of an announcement. Not many people will go out of their way to read. And with baby on, say, oh, dude, you have a baby on the way, man? Congratulations. That is awesome. This will be your first one. So some bad Jeff Foxworthy deck jokes. Those are some of the best. All right, what are we doing here, man? Dude, we got nothing good. We got absolutely nothing good. So we will we'll swap 4 again. First one, Ivy, I finally paying off. Dude, congratulations, man. Absolutely congratulations. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Like, being a parent is the hardest, but also most rewarding job I think a person could ever have. I know it's by far the most rewarding and difficult thing I've ever done in my life. But it's incredible, and I think people who want to be parents, I should be clear, I think if someone does not want to be a parent, oh, good, do not be a parent, man. Do not do it. I think that would be one of the worst things to ever happen to a human. But I think if you want to be a parent and to be able to have a child, it's just amazing. So absolutely congratulations there. Because you sound very excited about it. So I feel like trim the bush, just make your day work. Oh my God, you guys are crushing it with the jokes. So you are now tied, Anon, with Anime and Koho. I think their joke was on a different thing, if I remember correctly now. The thing was is you guys all went about it in different ways and all genuinely made me laugh. So I think we've got to be tied for the tops. Big 300 drop from P1 to P3, P4, done with grind, new priorities. Absolutely, man. That's what got me to stop. I was in a raiding alliances for World of Warcraft. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. And I even tried like to step down and like, I think we called them alliances back then. I can't remember what World of Warcraft calls it because it's been so long. So we're going to get rid of the, we're going to keep our wood and we'll get rid of everything else. And there was literally a night where, yeah, whatever. Okay. This is it, right? So I got to fight the boss. There was literally a night where I was holding my child, my daughter, and I was like still kind of trying to play. And guilds, thank you. This guilds. I was like, this ain't working. Like some people can do it, you know, whatever. But I was like, this ain't working, and I didn't want to play World of Warcraft. Like, at least at that time, I don't know what the game's like anymore. At that time, like, the concept of playing it casually just sounded miserable. And so I stopped playing. It was a good game, man. Really liked it. Parenting is adult. Parent. All right, Rick. It's now a 4-way tie. Actually, I'm sorry, guys. I think Rick has just taken the lead. For those who can't see it, it is on the YouTube side. Parenting is a result in mishandling your wood. Asking for real. Me, no human. Well, I'll bite. I'll go with this. Actually, parenting is a result of being excellent with your wood. But hey, right? All right, let's move on. All right. I want to win one, so I'm actually just gonna go for all fire and see what that gets us. 3 is a crowd. So we're gonna swap 2. That's right. Mine was called the Night Fury Alliance back in the day. Got confused. Yeah, your guild was called an alliance. I could see that. I could see that being a little confusing. Any gift code? No, none that I'm aware of. I do think the CCP, so CCP members will have codes for the Valentine's Day sale that's going live on Friday. I'm not in the CCP. I intentionally left it last year. But Kabam did, I feel like they were pretty clear that the CCP will have some sort of codes for you. So make sure you tune in to your favorite CCP folks, watch their videos or whatever. You know, it's a way of drumming up some support and all that stuff. So there's a variety of awesome CCP channels. Make sure you go support them. I have a variety of favorites. I'll forget someone, so I'm not going to say anyone. You know, we got quite a few in the Illuminati who I always suggest to use their codes and stuff like that. Uh, Everybody support Dread. But Dread doesn't have like a code though, right? He is in the CCP. I hope he gets a code soon, man. He puts out great content. Great content. Man, we're gonna go back and look at like what the winning hands are, because right now it just feels like I'm glad you guys are here, basically. Oh, wait. I think making Dracula boss is a little mean. Feels a little mean-spirited. Yeah, this is very unkind of him. We had to fight him in the EQ, I think it was, recently. And it's like, man, he brings it. The worst hand brings 25 total points. Are you excited to get... No, I am not. Support Cat Murdoch. One of the many, like... There's... The thing is... And maybe I should at some point, I don't know. Just have a list of everyone that has a code. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna personalize this too much. But I do forget some people. But I'm very intentional for the people whose codes I use and for that they shout. Anyways, but yes, Kat and her graphics are so helpful to so many people, and she doesn't get anything for them unless Kabam pays her, which my understanding is they sometimes do, they sometimes don't. Kabam has a lot of like employees in the MCoC ecosystem. What's up, dude? Hey, what's up, Luke? Use code noob. There you go. Use no. I mean, I'm always shouting out the Illuminati guys because they're in the Illuminati, man. They're awesome. That's my stamp of approval. But that would be Noob, Nagase, and Encyclopedia. But there's more, right? There's definitely more. Rich and Legacy. I mean, for years have done this, but especially of late, man, they have shown no fear of Kabam and being really honest and covering a lot of the stuff that I think needs to be covered. And they were very like forthright on it and honest, while knowing Kabam could take their codes away at any time. I don't think Kabam would or will, but I appreciate them like being mindful of the players and the audience that they're actually serving or trying to inform and entertain. You know? So yeah, and there's more. It's not like I'm the gatekeeper of this stuff. I like that she has the call out to mash block now because I always forget to do it. I don't play her very much. My two daughters were the best thing that ever. Hey, what's up, Pooch Daddy? That ever happened to me. To and for me. Yeah, that's a good point, dude. They added on for me. I think having kids was great for me as well, because I was like, I gotta grow up. Like, I gotta grow up, man. So I think that was really good. Okay, so we're not going to just replay this because I want to see what the actual like scores are and like what are we actually building. Nagase won. He did for sure. That's awesome, man. He's a good young man. He is a good young man. I've met him a few times now, and always just have come away very like, I think this is a genuine actor in the world, and you guys know me. That's a big deal for me. So what did we get here? This is cool. So we've got this little special tab here. And we're going to get a bunch of tier 4 alpha. And a 7-star Titan. Okay. Or not a full Titan. For anyone listening, not watching. We're getting 888 shards. And you do this. Like the low-hanging fruit on this event feels really good. This... Oh my God. Am I being a dick if I pick the tree one because it's wood? Am I like, I want to make sure I'm not doing anything like sacrilegious or anything like that, but I think it would be funny. Okay. And so we will take this I mean, for basically just screwing around for 45 minutes and playing a card game, this was pretty good rewards. Vega has become the gatekeeper of the coast. Stink! I knew I sensed you. The disturbances in the force were back. I thought it was just a yesterday thing, but no, you had to return. Thanks for being here, Stink. Stink, you're even a channel member? What, dude? How the hell are you not a moderator? I thought you were a moderator. Thank you for being here, Stink, man. You help keep this fun, man. Buying wood's free, but it will still find a way to cost you. Also true. Burning wood. I remember he was rank 1 10 minutes before BG ended. I'm a mod on Twitch and in Discord. All right, now you got the trifecta, man. That's basically like the EGOT. All right. Let's see here. So, like, yeah, I mean, we're already pretty. Wow, what do you? I assume you guys are playing this too right now. The rewards are pretty crazy for a very simple little like come in, burn less than a refill of energy. Am I alone in thinking this? Let me know. Asquia. I say your name differently every single time, and I know I do. But thank you for being here. Vasib, what's up, bud? I'm having a good one, yeah. What's up, Zeus? Rewards are not crazy? No. Oh, hey, what's up, MC Player Unknown? How you doing, man? It's bad for in-game players. That's why I never try to get to the in-game, man. I don't know. I think for the very limited amount of time I just played, I'm like, this is cool. It felt like a well-polished, nice little distraction. Like it wasn't, and we are going to continue playing. So I'm not signing off from this, but I'm like, I can't get mad at this, man. Like this was well-polished. There's no bugs. The inputs worked. It's not in a browser. Like, yeah, this was fine. Like, I don't love it. I'm not gonna. I don't think watch this will be the final thing, but I don't think you're gonna see me like streaming this on Friday. Be like, hell of the sale. I need more cards. But no, like this was fine. What's the Alliance one? That's the only one that I'm a little like concerned about. Because with my Alliance, I think we should at least get that one too. What's the event info on that? Oh, it's not showing participation. That stinks. I feel badly for the mercs that the top end alliance is going to pay to get number 1. Those mercs, man, they're going to like, woo! They're going to be on 24/7. That's going to be like a full family job. Like that's going to be like, I need you and all your friends to come in and do that. Like those mercs, man, they're going to need to get massages on the thumbs and all kinds of stuff going. Alliance is based off solo. Thank you. All right. Let's enter the game mode to earn 3 times. Oh, I need to get my Bronco token. How do I get a Bronco token? Guys, we don't want to grind this out, right? We're just going to pay the $10. The coercion will have worked. Let's do it. Topps Alliance uses mercs. I don't know. I am in what for me is the best alliance in the game, but that is for my priorities. I'm just spreading rumors basically at this point. I haven't been in like a top alliance for like in that regard for about 6 to 8 years. You guys, and I'm going to say this because I don't want to throw shade where it's not intended. I want all my shade to be very much landing where it's intended. You guys probably know that I was in 4Loki and SSX back off and on for a long period of time. And both of those alliances do everything. Well, now they have people make the game, so they could probably just check on their computers. But back then they did not when I was playing in them. I guess they had 1 or 2 employees when I was there. The point of the story is that neither of those alliances allowed mercs, cheaters, or any sort of piloting. They did everything they could to be completely clean and playing within the rules of the game. And so I just want to make sure that my joke didn't throw shade on either of those alliances. All of my experiences with them is they were very much about not cheating. Okay. This is the Love is a Battle Realm. Take a little picture for the thumbnail. This will allow me to gift. What is this? Okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead and do some more of the poker then. I know it's not poker, squad builder. I gotta change what I am listening to because this is starting to bother me and give me a headache. Number one ally. What's up, Philly? What's going on here? I'm pretty sure I saw it on a tier list. Best alliance objectively. I mean, ain't no one having more fun than us. That is definitely my strong opinion. And it's well informed because I'm actually there. I've been there since day one. I think Luke and Philly, you guys been there. Luke, I know you were on the wait list for a bit, if I recall. Philly, you were there since day one, right? Helped us build from the ground up. Just got a 4-star gold pool from the Lunar event. Didn't even realize he was. I didn't know he was a 4-star either. I think they said this will be his first induction is a 7-star, right? So that's a chance to get. Why is Dracula so prominent in this? Is it just small sample size? Does Dracula have something to do with Lunar New Year? Like vampires or like why is Dracula everywhere? I don't understand what's going on. I've been there since day one as well. B, have you been an officer since day one? I think the original officer was only like me and like 2 other guys, not an officer. It's funny, right? As time goes on, I'm probably like my memory will change into thinking that you were an officer since day one. Like I was already a little fuzzy on it. And there's a term for that. I can't think of what it is though, about like how our memories kind of evolve over time and they kind of more fit our narrative. All right, we're building here. We're getting more wood, so that's good. Lunar New Year is usually the nighttime, and vampires come out at night. That's my guess. I'm hoping it's just like, or I'm thinking it's probably just a small sample size. Like it wasn't like it's not intended to mean anything. Age-related dementia. Luke, I really appreciate you bringing your medical expertise into this. And reminding everyone that I probably have age-related dementia. It is so kind of you to do that. I hope I don't have to pay extra for that sort of knowledge share. But thank you very much. Thank you. I know you always got me, man. If no one got me, Luke got me. You know. Great ally upside. Thank you, Ozzy. I was lucky enough to get a first appearance goal. Really? Earlier, it would be Mr. Monsoon. What's up, man? You've been really active on the Discord lately. I really appreciate that. And I hope you're having a good time. It'd be funny to take him during 4 because he's just because he's special. This is where does it just me or does it feel like Kabam forgot about first appearance? They were just like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some champions shiny. Just set it and forget it. Like, no, what the hell is that? Like, didn't they say they were going to try to do a variety of things? It's really weird how much they're just like, is there any way to kick an event up a bit? Have we tried making the champion shiny? No. Oh my God, that's genius. Get this man a raise. Like, it has so much promise. This was one of my, not like biggest concerns, but on the things where I'm like, I'm excited for 2026. And I talked about Ascension because I thought they even said it was like a way for them to tap into potentially making money and not having to have as many sales. You got to do something with it. Like, you can't just be like, hi, hey, guess what? You got a really cool shiny champion that you will never rank, and it's just not going to sit at the bottom of your profile. I mean, I guess you can. It just doesn't seem like a good idea. You can do what you want. It doesn't make it a good idea, right? Dude, so I like my shiny JJJ. I mean, like, I think it's fun, but because of... Let me think of how to phrase this. The more shiny champions I get, with them having no other configurability, place to show that, like nothing, the less excited about a shiny champion I become. It will feel... It has already started to feel for me, as someone who was actually excited about it, like a novelty. That at first was really, really cool, but now I own 10 bonsai trees, and I actually am not Mr. Miyagi, and I don't know how to do karate. But man, was Karate Kid really a cool movie, and I liked that first bonsai tree. Does that track? Does that track? Feels like first appearance could be expanded so much more than it has been. Yeah, Ilgendorf. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how to play cards. Can I still succeed in this mode? Yeah. So that's one of many reasons why I actually like that they it's not poker. It's essentially just trying to get these like suits, and the suits are broken down into wood. Here, let's go ahead and take a look at it. The suits are essentially broken down into wood, water, metal, earth, and then you're essentially trying to get 5 of a kind, which is obviously going to be very, very rare. The rarity of the different elements, I think is probably the right term for it, is different. So that's why wood, being the most rare, provides the most possible points. And yeah. I mean, you can kind of just go on down. There's poker-ish elements to it, but it's not pure poker at all. I do think they actually simplified it. I'm continuing to go for wood, which I think is just because it's exciting. We're streaming and hanging out, and I spent the $10 to get a bunch of the Bronco tokens. All right, so what do we do now? We want to swap 3. They have to limit the first appearance and give them a number. So like 100, so you've got 1 out of 100 or something like that. That's an interesting idea. I think without a place to show them off, though, I think, again, it'll feel novelty-ish. Over a period of time. Like, I think if you have, because I get what you're saying, and that's obviously an art and in various cards. And I think it does obviously work. Like, I have a I think it's technically a painting, that's like number, I don't know. It's numbered. Okay. And that is an extra thing. I didn't purchase it. It was a gift. But it was an extra thing where I was like, oh, wow, this is really cool. Like, it's a little bit limited. Like, the person who got it for me, a lot of like effort went into this and time and energy, right? But it's on the wall in my dining room, And so I'm not showing it off, but I am showcasing it. And I think without that ability, first appearance is just going to continue to be hey, that was fun, And I don't want them to sell power. That's my concern and I said that from the beginning, was kind of my concern. Why I like first appearance at the moment is they're saying they're not going to sell power. And I feel like if they started selling power, one, that'd just be the lowest hanging fruit. And I think whales get enough of an advantage in this game. And we're still, that's the crazy thing, right? Is we still don't even have collectives in the game yet. We don't have collectives. We don't have Fortress Assault. And so more advantage for spenders, having a larger roster, the deck is actually coming. So you know what? I hadn't even thought about that. A larger deck just increases roster advantage for whales as well too, for spenders, right? Is there any way that's not correct? If it's not correct, let me know, but it feels like it's correct. Especially because, like, right now, you might face someone who has one rank 5. I guess there's a chance you could face someone who has more than one, but realistically, the most you're facing, high percentage, is just one rank 5. And your low to moderate spenders, if they've been really keeping up with the game and playing for a long time, they probably even have a deck close to full of rank 4s. So the difference, competitive difference, doesn't really feel that bad. That was one of the really, really smart or cool outcomes of Banquet, because it was so good for low spenders. It was so good. So, like, sure, now the people who won Banquet have like 90. I've seen some outrageous numbers for the amount of rank 4s they have. Like, it is crazy. But you can only play with 30. Well, now you can play with 40. And rank 5s are about to become a thing. That's going to be like the big sale item. I don't know. I don't think I actually, now I hadn't thought of that immediately. And I'm really curious to see. I'm going to see what like Kaitu puts out. I think he's a pretty free to play player. MCoC Encyclopedia doesn't take BGs too seriously, but I'm curious what his thoughts are going to be. I'm really interested in that. If you're a low spender free to play player and you have thoughts on that, please let me know. Shillin first, Shillin, what's up, dude? I have like 85 to 90 rank 4. Yeah, there it is, dude. That's crazy, man. I mean, congrats to you. It's just wild. BG's now 40. Yeah, they did just. I don't want to spread rumors. They did say it's experimental. They did say it's experimental. But to the point I was making, man, this is just. I mean, it's my fault. I'm going for the stupid wood each time, and I know it's by far the lowest to drop. So, collections aren't even the game yet. If you guys don't remember what collections were, they were essentially a way of giving like further power to the champions to hit those basic profiles. I think they said they were going to start off with classes. But they'll be moving on, it looked like, to like hashtags and other things. And so the more of those sorts of champions you collect, the more those champions were going to be receiving a bonus. I think it was attack rating. I don't recall if they said it was going to be turned off in PvP modes. Maybe it was. I don't recall. I'm completely free to play. And just finished Mysterium 3. Nice job, dude. I initially hated the idea, but honestly, I think it's better for free to play. Interesting. Those extra 10 champs are worse than the extra 30. Those extra 10 champs are worse than the extra 30. Is there a small typo, or am I just really bad at reading? And 5 bands shrinks the gap. That is a good point. That 5 are worse than the other 30. Got it. But so here's the thing, right? Is I hear what you're saying, but I'm not sure, because now essentially, like, you don't have to choose between, like, when you're creating your deck, I have defenders I don't put in, and now I can just add them all in. Right? I don't know. I'm curious how that plays out, but I like your perspective, and thanks for sharing it. Do we still choose 2 champs from 5 in the draft? You can. So, okay. Here, we'll go over how to play this a little bit. Thanks for asking. Also, more shuffles allows for more precise drafting. That's also true. If they fix shuffles, we'll see if they have. I don't think they didn't say anything about it. Make sure to use Mysterium as you progress. Oh, yeah, good point. Okay. So essentially, we've just started the match, right? And there's elements now. If you think of elements instead of like hearts, diamonds, and those sorts of things from cards. Okay, so this is cards with elements. All the elements have a different drop ratio, or like, yeah, I think that's a fine way to say it. In fact, we're not gonna be able to show it. I already skipped past that page. But these are the various like points you can get from the different hands of cards you can have. So it's up to you what you want to shoot for. Obviously, the more rare the element is, the more points you would get for having a full hand. I've been going for wood, which is the green tree, the whole time, and I haven't even come close. I don't think I've gotten more than 2 of them. There's a lot of fire, and that's why it gives the least amount of points. The most rare starts 1 at wood, 2 to water, and then 3 to metal. Let's go ahead and go for tree just so you can see. So I'm going to want to go ahead and get rid of 4 of these because I want to keep tree. I want to keep wood, right? The green tree. So I will pick the champion at the top to fight, which keeps being Dracula. Why? And I will, so that I can swap 4, and we will now fight him. What's up, Pop Images? Would being able to draft 8 champs instead of 7 help anything? Being able to draft that 1 extra counter might be helpful. Yeah, I mean, you guys know I'm on, when it comes to BGs, I'm on that like precipice of competitive or serious or whatever you want to call it. But like this meta, I was out. I also, honestly, now that it's over, I feel more comfortable talking about it. I'm pretty sure there was rampant cheating in the Mysterium and Mysterium, Quantum, and Arcane. Like, it felt like rampant soft cheating because I lost so many matches to people who just got like scores that I didn't see like Barrow and Cantona getting. Like the same matchups, Barrow and Cantona seemed happy with how they performed. Like they weren't like, oh, I messed up or, you know, whatever. And like, this person just did it like 500 points or 300 points better than the best players in the world. And they did it twice, but they're in Quantum. Something's wrong here, you know? And that's in the years past when I've reported stuff directly to Kabam. And I mean, I don't know what other people's ratios of reporting and cheaters were, but I had a pretty good one. Like they often came back to me and were like, so your match in itself was not proof that they were cheating, but after looking at a larger portion of their matches, clearly something was wrong. So I that was one of the reasons why I just like, I'm not playing this meta anymore. Anyway, so we're going for tree. I fought Dracula so we could select 4 champions to swap out. So I will now select those 4 champions to swap out. I'm obviously hoping for wood, more green trees to show up. And we got 1. That's actually pretty good so far. So now I only want to swap out 3 of them. I will select Scarlet Witch because she has the swap 3 where it says win effect swap 3. So we will fight Scarlet Witch. Yeah, I've kind of quote unquote caught into that before in other metas. The nuke metas tend to bring them out. I think because it is harder to tell if there's cheating or not going on. The soft cheating. Like if a fight's taking like 12 seconds, then yeah, you know, or 5 seconds, sure. But I think in these new, why is she missing? What is going on? Oh, this is that immortality thing that I think it was Hilgendorf was talking about. Pretty funny. And so once I kind of caught on to that, I will also say there was an increase in the laughing emoji use, which again, typically in my experience is a sign something's off. That's not definitive on its own, but those things combined, and those were often in the matches where I was like, okay, MSD, who's in Arcane, like, come on, you're not fooling anybody. All right, so we did that. We'll get rid of these 3, and we will hope for more tree wood. No. Again, I'm just kind of reporting what the drop rates are. It's not that I'm getting unlucky. It's that I'm going for the most impossible hand. Does it actually what suit you use after you've claimed the thing for the wood or fire? Does it actually probably matter? Does it actually matter what suit you use after you? No, the game just takes whatever your best hand is. So it's not like you need to report what the hand was or something like that. All right, wait, I can't repeat that one. I can't repeat that one, but that is funny. That is funny. A big TGC player. I'm trying to play completely without looking. As a big TGC player, you want the smaller deck with higher rates to be bloated. Okay. As a big TCG player, you want the smaller deck with higher hit rates to a bloated deck with net champions. I gotta pay attention because I'm gonna die if I don't. It just ups the RNG factor, which will adversely affect smaller rosters. That's how I'm seeing it. That's how I'm reading it. The upping in rerolls. For those who don't know, rerolls can be purchased with your BG tokens, and then after that, they are, I think, for units. So I ain't going coercive yet. But I don't have a good feeling about this. Let's put it that way. Yeah, and then frustrate higher-end players not hitting the champs they want. So worse all around. I mean, I guess at least it's fair then, if everyone's pissed. It's equitable. What's up, Vega? What's up, Dyslexation? How you, man? I sent my girlfriend to the stream to say hello on my behalf because I was at a Hooters. I don't know if you saw. I did not, but I appreciate her. Basil Kelly, what's up, Basil Kelly? Hopefully she is still here. First time chat. Oh my god, I just totally missed this. Dyslexic Asian. I like how she actually really wrote that too. Sent me to say hello. Hi, I'm his girlfriend, and that he'll soon be on. He's just quickly at Hooters. That is awesome. Thank you. And so that's it. That's how you play the mode. I don't think I'm missing something. I don't think there's any more nuance to it. The fights are very easy. There's a lot going on in under the health bar of your attacker, but it doesn't really matter. Like, I pushed Gladiator red and we were fine. Like, the matches they feel even easier than Arena because you're not fighting like Deathless Thanos or Serpent or something like that. I have a good feeling about water. I think that let's start shooting for water. I like water. We're going with water. So we're going to swap for. I think that was the problem. Is that we weren't going for water. Drops win? I don't know, man. You and me both. I want the drops probably even more than you do. Trust me on this one. I want them drops. Kabam's got to get their business sorted, man. They in my professional opinion, Kabam is in the business of making promises and then eventually maybe kind of seeing that happen. So I think when it comes to drops, though, I feel, as you can tell by me continue to stream more on Twitch, work on Twitch streaming, work on all of that. I think they really mean it on that, and I think they're genuinely going to do it. What I would imagine is happening is the community team is like, all right, we want to do drops. We'd like them on persistently. We'd like them to be like maybe reset every Monday. And we'd like there to be a cumulative drops too that adds up. So let's say you watch a certain many hours over the course of the month, you get a single version of a newly buffed Thor Ragnarok. And yeah, that's it. And then the monetary team, right? The people who like control the money and everything ends up running through them. And then the toddler that we talked about earlier is like, yeah, no way in hell. We ain't get for free. What are these people doing? Are they spending? Like, no. They're just watching. They're watching MCoC on Twitch, and they're like, "F no." And then the community team is like negotiating with them. That's what I would imagine is happening. Some version of that. And the community team is probably trying to have to convince the monetization people that this is really good for business. It's not only creating more activity for them on the people who are streaming, who are doing videos, because now we're like, wait, people have an extra reason to show up? Hell yeah, I'm going to do it because that's how we build our channels. That's how we get, get paid essentially. And then also, so now Kabam would have like 24/7 commercials running for their game. But we'll see. We'll see. Shoot, yeah. Water is hard to come by too, man. So we'll still swap 4. Chuki, all is great here, bud. Drops to make the make the streamers month of streams worth it. Oh, dude, the whole 100%. Like, oh man, we gotta put wood as our profile picture, man. This is happening. No, not boost. Where is it? There's a lot of profile pictures. Beautiful. Is he immune to incinerate? Or does he have like a weird resistance to it? I can't remember. The wood is hard to get. Did I just walk right into that? Very grainy. Yes. I don't expect this to receive rave reviews. I'm very curious on how it's hitting for you all. You got 4 metal? That's pretty good. I don't know why I'm dexing. I've got that like immortal. Not immortality, it's like you can't hit me. It's weird how slow her power gain feels, considering I'm just standing there. I got the best I got so far is 4 waters 2 times. Anything better? I just joined the stream. Have you spoken about the new BGJ? Yeah, but I'm happy to continue talking about him. Right now, my thoughts are that it's going to be very frustrating for a variety of people who enjoy Battlegrounds. I think it's going to probably be frustrating for the whales, although I think the whales are going to get more of a benefit, like most things. But we had a free-to-play player in here saying they thought it might turn into a positive for him. So I hope it does. Personally, I'm taking a wait and see to see how it hits me. In fact, if you guys want, we could... Well, let me see where I'm at in this event. But we could go and do some friend leads and start testing out the new meta too, which is something I do want to do. I might not be able to stream tomorrow, guys. I don't know if you didn't catch the earlier streams this week. The teachers at my kids' schools are on strike. The school district's on strike, and so that's messing up my schedule quite a bit. Mine and my wife's schedule. I will definitely be streaming Friday when the sale goes live. We'll go over that. I'll spend on it. I'm not going to pull you guys and have you guys be like, you showed me what you want to see. I'm happy to do it. It's fine. So we'll be having a good time. We'll get some analysis out on it too. That's in my calendar for sure. Tomorrow, I honestly, I don't know if we're going to make it. If we do, my sense is we'll do BG friendlies to get used to the new meta and try to like figure out who's going to be good so we can help advise people when the metas go live. But I don't want to overreact one way or the other to the change in Battlegrounds, right? I want to save my overreacting for later. All right, I said we were going for water, and we got a lot of metal though. Let's go metal. Oh, I can't do anything about it now. Okay, cool. That's what she said. She may have. Kabam should see this and definitely do something. Oh, wait, hold on. I love when I come and see so many people streaming during drop month or week, but after drops, it drops dead. Oh, dude, I was streaming. I'll be honest. I did not take Kabam seriously on the whole stuff with Twitch. I did not, and it was during February, so I don't think I probably could have anyways. I know what my Februarys look like. I'm working on the top 10 videos. It's a lot. It's a lot of work and activity in December already, and then I typically travel with my family. But I will admit, I tell you guys, I did not take Kabam seriously on the drops, and streamers like I think Lefty already was on Twitch quite a bit. I don't know. I didn't really watch Twitch, so I don't know for that. Pepe, I think had to have already been on Twitch. Man, we're getting too much power. Dread. might have been Abdo. I don't remember. But if you guys remember that whole fiasco where Kabam got banned from Twitch, they originally said it was for music, but then they were so adamant that it wasn't for music or something. I don't remember. I just remember being like, look, this is what you guys said it was. Now you're saying it's not. I don't know why it's so important to you, but fine. And so those guys streamed, and dude, they grew their channels so much during that time. To your point, once I got myself set up on Twitch, I live stream watch partied this last Kabam live stream. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to set my schedule. Usually I do a stream synopsis. And it's like, I think it'd be better for me and what I'm hoping to do this year. I have big plans this year. But what I'm hoping to do this year with my channels is I stayed on and I streamed afterwards, and we kind of did a synopsis of the stream, just kind of talked and played the game a little bit, was my recollection. There were, I think it was just shy of 2,000 people watching. Just shy. Like, and it was consistent. Right now, we've got a new mode, new side quests, all that stuff. There are 42 people watching on Twitch. Now, there's more MCoC streamers on Twitch now because of the drops and all that stuff too. And I think a lot of us are realizing like how good it is over here. So there's, you know, more different sources for people to watch. But I can't imagine anyone has 2,000 people right now. Someone does. Awesome. Congratulations. Like, that's awesome. But I just don't think it's likely. So yeah, it makes a massive difference. Here, I'm actually just going to go for fire on this one. Kabam blamed us for wanting them to have drops on. Yeah, dude, like I did a video on that. I took it down. I took it down because I'm a good faith actor. And I realized if you don't know what that term means, it sounds really bad. Essentially, I had some conversations, and I also saw the apology post. And I was like, you know what? I'm a big believer that everyone makes mistakes. Literally everyone. Like, I make mistakes. Oh, shit, man. I make so many mistakes. Right? And I was like, if a grown man has enough, like, internal fortitude and self-confidence to say, like, hey, I messed up, then I don't want to be proud. I don't want to do it. And I know that my video was pretty negative. It had mirrored I was bringing a lot of my experience with Kabam from the previous 2 years to that video. But you all don't know all of that. I can't tell you guys a lot of it. And the video wasn't meant to be like my personal retribution. You know what I'm saying? And so when I became aware that Dave had put out the apology post, I immediately took my original video covering the negative post that they had made. I took that down because I actually am about positivity. I'm just not like I'm not going to fake positivity. I think that's bullshit. That's ungenuine acting. That's unauthentic. It's dumb. It's lying. But I'd much rather prefer to show the positives of a company and a person and a human. And the positives out of the apology post, for me personally, significantly outweighed any harm that was done with the negative post that was made. So yeah. Okay, so we're just swapping out one. What's up, Zach? How you doing, man? More drops probably on Friday. I think they said... So I'm trying too hard. Damn. Oh, we still got a chance. Okay, we'll still continue to keep doing one. I think the way they did their slide made me think that more drops will be coming on Friday. It would make sense with the sale too. Like, again, I get that this is like that sweet spot of like, dude, they're a company. They want to make money. It like they are truly giving things away that they could sell in the game. I do not begrudge the ban anything, man, at all. And so I think it makes sense. If I was them, shoot, man, I would have new drops go live. I would get my CCP, and I'd be like, all right, boys and gals and everyone, right? Sorry, I'm not looking to exclude anyone. That's not me. I'm not about that, right? Everyone, every living human that's in the CCP. Here's some codes. Advertise the hell out of those codes. Get your viewers some free junk. Also, drops start on Friday at this time. Make sure everyone knows. Let's get it. Let's get eyes on the sale. Let's get eyes on the game. It benefits you, the CCPers. It benefits us. Kabam. Let's have a party. Like, I would do that too. There's nothing underhanded about that. That's exactly what I would do. So yeah, man, I hope they go live Friday. I don't have a CCP code to give you, but you know, I would have the drops. Plus, I'm really fun to be with. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's hope for some fire. Come on, fire. That's it. This mode sucks ass. CCP code should be coming. Yeah, I think they said that there would be. Since I'm not in the CCP, I don't want to tell you guys like for sure they're coming. Check out Sammy and you know whatever. And then you guys go to Sammy's channel. He's like, sorry, I don't have him right now. And then everyone's pissed off. So I don't want to be part of. I try not to talk about what I don't know about. I try. Great way to say it. I try my best, man. I try. Thank you. Are there any titles from this? I don't think there's any titles, but there were. There's profile pictures. I got pictures of my of the wood there, the tree. I think I need to before I make more jokes about the wood. I need to make sure that's not like a religious or important drawing or picture. The Amir guy gets lots of views while drops but doesn't play. Just as some. So I because I was new to Twitch, there was a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff on Twitch where I was like, "What the hell is this, man?" Like, there's a lot. I have learned. Like, here's something I have learned as an older person who spent zero time on Twitch. It is amazing to me how many people will watch what appears to just be large breasts. Like, I'm sorry. Like, there's no. In fact, it feels like everyone knows that's literally it. Like, that is it. And it's weird how much Twitch there must have been something that's like, this is obviously a male. He seems older. Let's show him some boobs, because they just kept being like, yeah, oh, you don't like these boobs? How about these boobs? Here's some more boobs over here. Would you like boobs dressed up as anime? No, I wouldn't. Would you like boobs that are also doing their hair? No, that's not why I'm on Twitch. Like, it is wild. I had no clue, dude. I had no clue. Okay, the amount of time this mode takes compared to the record seems lackluster. I will also agree with that. My initial, I do think the initial rewards were really good for very low time and all of that. And something that was like, it was a nice little novelty for 20, 30 minutes. That is worn off. If I was not streaming, I would have moved on to something else by now. In fact, guys, let me know in the chat. Do you want to, should we just go to BG's and test out the new deck size and all that stuff? I think you trained your algorithm well. I had to start being like, I don't want to see this. Please don't suggest this. Please don't suggest this. For a variety of reasons. One, that's not what listen, I have nothing against boobs, okay? But that's not what I want to see when I go to Twitch. And I forgot I was going somewhere with this, I was shocked at how many MCoC channels were just like an AFK. And I was like, I mean, that's fine. Kudos to them for figuring out a audience and serving that audience. But like, I've watched Lefty for years. I've met Lefty. I've watched Sparrow for years. I've never met him. Dread. I've watched Dread for a long time. I don't think we're on years, but I've watched Dread for a long time. And I know the work that goes into creating videos, showing up every day for a stream, right? I think I said Abdo. Like Abdo's almost every night, man, you know? And I know there are days where you're like, I don't know how to do this. I don't. Like, you've got other shit to do, you're sick, whatever, family's in town, all kinds of reasons, right? And no disrespect intended to the AFK channel. Like I said, they found an audience that wants that and they're serving it. Cool to them. I also know how much work those guys are putting in. And so I was like, okay, don't show me this, don't show me this, don't show me this. And I followed everyone I could find so I could support them. Well, they are just helping the community get rewards, right? Yeah, that's what I said. Like, no shade to them. Like, just like, yeah. This is the thing of I don't like something. It's not for me. That doesn't make it bad. Notice I'm not saying it's bad, ban them all, they shouldn't be there. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, I don't like it. It's not for me. So I'm going to support the stuff that I do like. All right. We're going for the Yellowstone there, man. And then after this, we're going to do VGs. How do we earn points for ally lunar event? It seems like you just do it through playing it through the solo event. This is pretty, unless we are just totally missing something, this is very simple. It's just not, it doesn't feel exciting. I'm not sure if there's any more to say about it than that, to be honest. That should be a full horse. This should be a full horse. It should be a full bronco. It should be a healed ankle. Solo event is for 7 days. I think I recall that from the first time this ran, that you had the ability to earn, I'm pretty sure now that you're saying it, that you had the ability to earn the solo each week, like it reset while something else kept growing, if I recall. What's up, Joel? Rank rewards from each week solo event give rank rewards for each week solo event, give rewards for ally event. Thank you, Joel. Appreciate it. Joel, are you on Twitch too? Speaking of channels, is there any way to get these Bronco tokens without buying and using units? Won't Stop Suki and some new streamers who are trying. Yeah, there are. Like, I will fully admit, I was completely unaware of Benito until I started doing Twitch. He may have been on Twitch for years. He may be on YouTube. I had no clue. Pepe, thank you. Pepe. Yeah. Pepe, thank you. He's phenomenal. Oh, wait. Am I done here? I think I'm done. Swap the two. Okay. Yeah, there's probably people who are going to really enjoy this. I'm not, but I thought the Dance one, I thought it was objectively bad because it felt bug filled and unpolished and like no one had tested it. This does not feel that way. So I would say this is not bad. This just isn't for me, you know, but it's not bad. Nah, this isn't bad at all. It's just not something I enjoy. Senses fell off. Huh? Get alliance points by placing better than 50% of everyone daily. Are you serious? I'm not going to repeat my earlier joke because the alliance who gets first might be totally legit, and I'm not looking to start like some drama with them. But dude, that grind is going to be ridiculous. That grind's going to be insane. And to the question about the Bronco tokens. Yeah, so I spent the $10 to get, I think it was 88 tokens, right? The number being important. And so I'm moving through this and just being able to keep playing. Now that I'm grasping this a little bit better, you could just keep using your energy. You get less points. You're also going to start running out of energy probably pretty quickly. You could also buy the tokens and do that. You get 3 times the points. You can earn some Bronco tokens from the milestones along the way. I don't think this mode's going to get universally loved. Like, the more we play it, the more I'm like, I don't think people are going to like this. Let me know. Please do let me know if you like it or not. And if you think it's worthy of a video. I don't feel like it's video worthy right now, to be honest. because I don't think these are intended to like satisfy the large player base like at all. And so as a result, like I don't know, it just feels kind of like a big nothing burger, which kind of sucks. I mean, I think Lunar New Year is pretty cool, to be honest. Like, it gets celebrated pretty big here in the city I live in. Um, but I mean, you can't celebrate every holiday. I don't know. This just feels kind of like a. This is disconcerting, seeing how few points I've earned along the way for this. But yeah, if you guys have thoughts on it, let me know. I think we're gonna move on to BGs now, though. Oh, what's in the envelopes? Good question. Yeah, let's see what's in those envelopes. Huh? I can send them to people, right? What I would maybe suggest doing, now that I'm like kind of looking at this, and I'm wondering if it is worthy of a video, but not from a like, is this good or bad standpoint, more of like just trying to help people navigate it, is I would think that there's probably an efficient way to try to just get to like milestone 4. And then that, in fact, we hit milestone 4 for free. I think I was only using energy at that point. It took me like 30 minutes, and a lot of that was talking and stuff. I would just do that. Like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like insulting. It's not unpolished. It's not poorly made. It's just not my cup of tea. Just do that once a week. Get that, and you're probably good. I think it's the alliance side where it'll kind of start to feel coercive to people because they don't want to let their alliance down. Open your red envelopes as well for tokens. Oh, okay. Let's see. I want to try to send one. I can send my alliance Bronco tokens? I thought you sent red envelopes. I'm just gonna send all the officers a token. I'll probably just send one to everyone in the alliance, but I'm not gonna do that on stream. It'd take a while. That's interesting. So what an alliance could do, everyone buys the deal, sends. Do you get anything for sending the token? So what's the benefit of sending the tokens? Can anyone figure that out? What's the benefit of sending the tokens? I mean, obviously the person who receives it gets a token, but I can't see any other benefit outside of a warm, fuzzy feeling in your heart. Yeah. Aside from just a job well done, the satisfaction of knowing you helped out humanity. Okay. All right. So let's open some of them. Where are they at? They're probably in other, yeah? Do I not have them? Do I not have any envelopes? They're in crystals. Thank you. Or they are crystals, essentially, in crystals. Thank you very much. Are there small ones and big ones? I feel like in years past that was the case. Yeah, this again, I really would love your guys' thoughts because you guys are gonna see stuff that I'm not. At the moment, this feels just like kind of a silly, not silly is not the right word, but this feels like a non-consequential side quest. sort of thing, which is what the Lunar New Year celebrations typically was for a long time. She said, once you get to milestone 6, you get a ton of tokens and envelopes. So easy to max out the solo. Just got to grind. Thank you so much for the follows today, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah. Now this gives a bunch of stuff. Everything I just said gets run through a different prism. In fact, what are the drop rates on this? Oh, I think we saw these earlier. Now that we're experiencing this, I mean, you're most likely to get gold. Okay. As you can see, I'm badly in need of gold. Yeah, I don't. This just feels like a fun little, being able to send tokens feels like old school shenanigans. Bot accounts grinding arena for units to buy tokens, and alliances pay them for the resources. I do think that mercs are probably being employed a lot the next month. I think that was a fine way to say it. I'm at 13,600 points. Ghost Runner, you tend to like this sort of stuff, right? I just don't. What I'm trying to figure out is, I remember getting a bunch of units from the Lunar thing. That's what I thought too, Half God. Hey, Kurd, what's up, man? Honestly, it's not as much fun as the last one. Yeah, I don't think it's anywhere near as much fun. I'm trying to decide if it's novelties worn off or them simplifying the kind of winning card structure has changed. Like it's felt very dry, actually. The words are too top heavy, kind of an L so far. Well, so listen, I'm not being counter and I'm not saying you're wrong. What I'm wondering is, I feel like this is really good. This initial like 4th milestone. And so the idea being like, look, if people want to come in, just kind of like screw around for 20 minutes a week, they do this, they get some tier 5 basic for it. Not a substantial amount, but it's fine. And then if you want to grind this out, man, you can, right? And then you're getting these rank rewards. And I think it was pointed out, right, that and I remember this structure from last year too, that the rank rewards for the alliance are like based on your placement in this. You just have to in the top 50. So if you're in the top 50 of this, then you're going to get the alliance side. So I thank you for pointing out. I don't remember who pointed it out. And then that's like it, man. Like you jump through the hoop and you're good. And by jumping through like just the first 4 hoops, you get like pretty decent rewards for the time. And if you really want to go all in on it, then you can. Then you can get your Heimdall. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing. That's cool. So like, there you go. Hurricane's excited about the 7-star first edition gold pool. I think that's fun. I'm using entertained, so yeah, for a little bit. I like the old format way more. I prefer the original one. I think I'd be more like. I enjoy gambling, so I think it would be more. I think it would trigger that a bit more. All right, let's go ahead and do Battlegrounds. It would have been faster to send your entire alliance those tokens than one member. Is there a way to do that? Because I would love to do that just right away. Just get it done with. Can I? Oh, dude, I've never tried to do this before. Dude, thank you very much. I had no clue you could do that. I personally can't afford to burn energy refills until I see also that. Yeah, I personally feel like right now this is like a no big deal. I can see this getting very frustrating to people over the course of the month. I see various avenues, especially once energy starts to come in. It is interesting. I've noticed that even I'm no longer like selling my energy, and I'm aware of like all these different events and battlegrounds and things starting to actually influence my my energy usage, which has been odd to see because it's been a long time since that happened. I think Kabam like went too hard some point in last year trying to monetize energy, and then it feels like they backed out of that, and then now they're like, let's find another way. Okay, victory track. You got to give them that. They are persistent. They do not give up easy. There's a gifting aspect to Lunar. What am I saying? It's if you have tokens, you can send them to other people, like those Bronco tokens. The what's the name of the special quest? I can't find it. There's a special quest. I don't know if there's a special quest. I didn't see that. I think this is called the side quest. Maybe that's where the confusion might be coming from. There's also a chance I just missed it. Okay, once per fight, when the defender drops below 60% health, Saga attackers gain indefinite power efficiency passive, activating special attack. Okay. Mystic attackers filling bar of power against a 70% fury passive. Wow. Okay. When the defender's buffs are nullified or fail to activate, these furies become indefinite. Combat deja vu intensify when the attacker learns the same basic. Is this another just total nuke meta? All right, got it. All right. You know, I'm not gonna try to create like some finely tuned deck. Let's just start playing. Yeah. Thank you so much for the gift, Rizzy. I appreciate it, bud. Anyone in my alliance who's watching, please don't feel the need to send any of those back. Is there a reason I'm not getting points in the Stampede? So I had the same question. I remembered what they were saying earlier. Is it seems like the Alliance event is based on your performance in the solo event each week. So as long as you get like in the 50% rated there, then you're going to get points in the Alliance event. Why wouldn't I use my tokens though? I thought I'd see. I think you use your tokens too. In fact, it seems like if you it feels like the whole monetization of this is it's grindy if you want the really cool stuff at the end. If you want to do that, you go 3 times as fast if you buy tokens and you use the tokens. It feels like a pretty simple monetization thing. What were they saying? I read the post. They were talking about being able to see stuff that was off screen, and I remember being like, I don't know how you could see something that's off screen. Like I don't know what they were talking about. I'll reread the post again. I used tokens and I only got 3,721 points. You can buy 8 tokens for 100 units. What is this meta again? We'll come back to shit. If I can stream tomorrow, we're gonna come back tomorrow and try to really focus in on this. How long have we been going? HUD is mental in this? Okay. Filling a bar of power against a 75% fury passive. When the attacker lands the same, the defender gains. Oh, okay, I can see why HUD's cracked. Pavita should be beast. Feeling a bar of power. This is only for Mystic champions. So it's only Mystics. Oh, geez. Huh, alright. Dyslexican, dude, this is like, they did say it's experimental, but a whole new, like, change, basically, to, Battlegrounds, for this season. They did say it's experimental. If the decks have increased to 40 with 5 banned, and I think you can now reroll 3 times. Yeah, dude, one free-to-play player was on YouTube saying they thought, on the YouTube side of this chat, saying they thought that this actually might be cool for lower spend free-to-play. My initial instinct is it's probably going to frustrate everyone because they didn't say anything about fixing rerolls, and I feel like it's just going to further increase the advantage of wins, but we'll find out. I think I'm going to go 5/5 Collar Tech and 5/5 Mystic Dispersion. I run Mystic Dispersion 5/5 almost all the time. One of my most reasons why I'm most excited for the extra experience, mastery points is so I can finally get to 5/5 Collar Tech. I'm pumped on. I think it's good. It's not as powerful, of course, as Mystic Dispersion is. In the matchups it works, but it's good. I'm so used to that this last meta that I can tell I'm like thinking I've already lost. This is taking too long. And I think they did fix High Evolutionary so that you what you punish as SP1 with does actually matter now. That's a little too slow. I'm dead for it. What rank was this? What rank was this guy? He's one of the possible outcomes that has me excited about Ascension. One of the he's more an outcome of the things that have me excited about Ascension is defenders like High Evolutionary, Arcade becoming like better defenders again, because they are good. I think they just couldn't live long enough often in Battlegrounds for their threats to really come online. Where's the mastery point? From leveling up. Is that what you mean, Half? Or are you talking with the rest of the chat? Dude. Yeah, I think people have done a lot of videos saying that the perfect release on Bullseye doesn't end up making much of a difference at all. I should obviously learn it. I don't really play Bullseye. That was just this is my first match with this. We're kind of just screwing around, to be honest. But thank you. Yeah, you're not wrong. No. There's no like mastery point floating around. Like I bought the one from the all the stupid currencies, dude. I bought the one from the store with the good currency, whatever the hell it's called. I keep wanting to call it Ethereum, which is obviously wrong. So yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. And then as I've leveled up, I've gotten closer to being able to run. I think I'm at 4 or 5 collar tech right now. Like I'm actually not that far away from you. She was supposed to throw a special in there. She did not cooperate. To the surprise of no one. She's very, she's not big on cooperating. Wait, how did she evade? There's something I'm not understanding about these two kits there. Because my understanding is she should not have evaded. Doesn't Nick only get... He gets 5 charges for an SP1, which means I was at 6, which I think counters all evade. Radiance, thank you. Radiance, yeah. Dread, what's up, dude? You and your Maker love, man. I was shouting you out, I don't know, sometime this week, because people were asking about Maker. And I was directing them to you and to Grass. Yeah, I think our opponent Dylan here was just kind of having fun with the meta too. If anyone wants to run friendlies, let me know. I'm happy to run friendlies so you can start getting a sense of it. We'll do this for a little while and then we'll get going. Dread, how are you feeling about the changes to Battlegrounds and one that they're trying? Maker Nation. I heard, dude. Yeah, Maker Nation. There it is. Just half. What's up, dude? Was it Liam? Was I watching Liam's stream or Cantona? I was watching one of those boys yesterday. Thank you very much for the follow, half. And I was watching one of them, and one of them said, it wasn't Maker Nation. And they said, okay, bud. That made me laugh. I really got a laugh out of that. Maybe it's because it's plus ability accurate to evade. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. There's also a chance, because I wasn't like fully invested in what I was doing, that I was unaware of how many tactical charges I had. But I thought if Nick gets to 6, it's just flat out can't evade. Yeah, it's 5. So it's even less than I thought. And he gains 4. So why the heck would Spider-Woman have evaded? If anyone knows, let me know. Okay, bud. It's Canadian way to ask someone to shut up. Oh, really? I did not know that. I mean, I've obviously heard how Dread uses it. I thought it was a pretty Dread specific thing. It's not. It's a more common. It's like me saying dude. A lot of people say dude, especially depending on where you're from. Got 4 water on my second hand and skyrocketed up the milestone. So that's a good point, Elijah. Or it's a good takeaway from what you're saying. Is I don't think I ever did more than like 2 of a kind. Thank you so much for the follow there. So I think that could be part of it. The hard part for me is going to be like I have literally no interest in playing that off stream, like none at all. And so hopefully you all don't mind seeing it a little bit, because I'll probably try to do that minimum. I'll I spent the $10 on those tokens, on the broken ankle tokens, and, and I'm gonna want to get my money's worth. It's more or less saying whatever, dude. Yeah. Okay, but I mean that's what I've taken from Dread. Is it's more like sure, dude, cool, dude. I think they're using more time added to banning. Huh. I don't think Elena made my deck because I just rapidly selected champions. Not that I think she's going to be bad. And since Dread's here, we got to get rid of. No, we got to keep Maker. Oh shoot, that's right. You got to ban 5 champions now. Go away and go away. No, we didn't make it. It also, like, it's not, again, I'm not going to criticize it over this. One of the initial reactions for me is like, it sucks to see 5 of your champions banned. I don't like this. I really don't. It's... I can see why Kabam wants to do it. I think there's the idea of like choice. I think there's the idea of like, hey, we're selling all these champions. We should give people a place to use them. But like right now, I'm more like, I think it just increases the advantage of whales. I think it increases the chance I don't get to play with the champion I wanted to play. Right? Like we're already all going to start going through like, who should I rank 5? Who should I send? And then in the back of our minds being like, well, if I send that champion, they're just going to get banned. If I rank them now, they're gone too. Now you've got 5 chances. Like this might be one of those things that sounds like a good idea on paper, but then once you start to actually do it, it falls apart kind of quick. Again, this is all like immediate reaction. I don't want to overreact to it. Like we're not going to get off the stream and then 20 minutes later you see me ranting and raving on a YouTube video about it. You like it personally? Can you tell me why, if you don't mind, Mitchell? I like this D Thanos and D Phoenix ate up all my bands. As someone who does not have a defo, I hear that, dude. I hear that for sure. I very much hear that. Maybe we need to get used to it. Yeah, I want to give it time. I want to let it marinate. You don't like it? The one thing that continues to hit, I think there does need more time for bans. The one thing that is hitting me is I can't imagine this is in any way helpful to free to play, low spend. And so part of me kind of wants to put out a video being like, well, this freaking sucks. But again, the one free to play player who spoke up said they thought this might actually be good. So, I also just literally put out a video last week telling Kabam that they were coercing us. So doubling down on that today might not go well. Anyone who knows how to do this matchup well, I have not had Kavita in a meta where he works well. Let me know what I messed up, because I feel like I messed something up. I'm still struggling with Deathless Thanos and his like protection stacks and when they kick in and when they don't, and what gets through it and what doesn't get through it. If that will change tomorrow, if it will change in 2 days. But if you really know, let me know. Hephasto? That's a funny one, dude. It gives me the chance to use my full R4 roster. Plus, there are always more than 3 defenders that I just simply hate fighting. Shoot. Let's play this, and then I see that, and I definitely see that like initial thought. If I don't worry, it's not like I'm gonna get off here and be like, oh my god, I'm so stressed out, worried about it. More just like, what I fear is going to happen is then we start facing the whales, and they're like 3 and 4 ranked 5s, and they now have 40 perfect champions. And so like, you know, I took a couple sales off, so I don't know why I was trying to get a Howler. So I should probably start saying, I shouldn't say we, I should put myself on the whale side. But it feels like the deck advantage is just going to get bigger, but maybe it won't. I don't know. Kind of to the point, it's like, if you wait and see, it's... the way to go before getting too upset or whatever else. It makes sense on paper, the smaller rosters, because they can ban 2 more defenders. But the reverse is true. It's 2 more to rank up. So that's what I think is like, I think on paper, immediately it's like, oh, this will be great. And then you actually get there and there's all the follow-up steps and implications of it all that actually cut very much the other way. Sucks. I think I'm gonna do this matchup. Then I'll do one more that I'll try to focus a bit more on, and then I think it'll be time to go. It's always also funny every time I hear myself say, I just said moron. I'm gonna focus on the moron. As somebody that just got their 30th rank 4, I see that, but I still think it allows for more varied rank ups. I think that's cool. There might be that too, like that, and that's the thing is like what I wish they had said was they're gonna give it a go for like three seasons. Because there's like the initial thoughts on paper, there's the immediate responses, and then there's the way it actually plays out over time. And having that, I think would be super helpful. But if I understand what you're saying too, it's like there is a like there's an element of you can configure more, basically. Like you can strategize your own roster better. No idea if this is enough. I've never tried this before. Turns out, just short. That was fun. It was not enough, as they say. So close. So close. If I remember right, the main complaints about BG is that it's too RNG dependent on draft. Doesn't this help address that? I think it's gonna slide the other way, especially with rerolls not being fixed, with shuffles not being fixed. They didn't say that in the post. E-reel every round definitely does. I don't know, man. Also, again, to my whole like benefits the whales. Remember, rerolls cost units. Rerolls absolutely don't what work. At least he didn't dump the SPD. That's true. He was a very nice Solvark. Okay, I am going to focus in a little bit more on this one. And then it'll be time to say see you tomorrow, I think. Unless something else happens. It doesn't fix RNG. I don't think it does. I think until rerolls are... and by fixed, what I mean is... and I think I'm actually going to do a video on this. I've been... Like I said, guys, I prefer positive. I very much do. I think ignoring the negative, though, is just... I don't think it's a good way to live life. Like, whatever. We've been through this speech. You guys have heard the speech from me before. There's a video I've been sitting on for over a week of like, hey, Kabam, you remember 2025 when you promised us all this stuff? Did you guys forget? Can we get that back on your calendar, please? You know. There's a reason why I said last year. I fought it. I fought it so hard, and for a long time. And at some point, I just realized I was just wrong. Essentially the situation where there's just a cycle in this game. It's been this way since I remember playing. Kabam does upsetting things. The community gets upset. The YouTubers do videos showing they're upset. Kabam responds, fixes it, and doesn't do everything the YouTubers, the community wanted, but they like meet a middle way or they do something to fix those things up. Things are good for a month or two. Often it coincides with a sale. Things get bad again. Half of the promises that were made that made people feel better have not happen. The community gets upset. The YouTubers get upset and show it. Kabam makes promises, fixes about half the things. Like, it's just the cycle of it. And I fought it for forever, that the community needed to get upset, and that as a YouTuber, we needed to do that. But last year, I was just like, no, it's just the cycle, man. It just is. So I'll play my role. Did I not? I didn't hit lock in the... Wait, the rerolls aren't being made free? Oh, you're getting one each match? I had to read it on my phone because my computer mouse sort of situation isn't working properly when I have too many screens up. I haven't figured out what's wrong there. But I missed that. If they did, I think that would help alleviate some of the issues. I don't know if it would necessarily fix the issue. Do I play on I play on a phone. Having more options to roll through with more of them getting banned doesn't help getting a specific option in any way, shape, or form. I believe I agree with you, Work. Even with free rolls, how many times? Yeah, and one will help, but again, it's just a bigger number. It's a bigger numbers game. Let's see, what does my opponent got here? I want to see how they handle him. I've been really wanting to make a video on him for a while now. I took him to, I think it was in December. Oh, that's a cool play. I want to see how that works out. I wish I could see their side of the screen. But I cannot. It says you will now get 3 rerolls per match and one. I don't think that means they're going to give it to you free. I really don't. I think what they're saying is you can reroll at most 1 per round. I guess I could. I guess I could test it. This may not be a good idea because I actually kind of need him to throw specials. This match actually feels really promising. I think it's just I've already misplayed it, and I can tell I have. I wish Beater did not. But I think that matchup actually could work out really well, like in just a straight up meta. You definitely want to get as close as you can to the 3 bars of power before you throw the special 2. And I'm still very much a newer player, but that felt actually good. I was curious on how that would work out. I wonder what my opponent did. They probably just went straight to the special 3. But still, that's Black Panther doing kind of what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to be a stall. So it's kind of cool to have him back. I'm excited about it. I want to try to focus in a little bit here, and then we'll do the chat, and then we'll head out. I do not think it's 3 free rerolls, guys. I just kabam and free. Not usually. You know, not usually on the free side of stuff. Yeah, a normal man could cry. It is kind of fun. Weirdest thing about this meta is reminding yourself one even how to do fights. Like I mean I know this was never a nuke fight, but I know it can be done. And also the reminding yourself you don't need to get a fight done in 20 seconds. Like there's a lot of built up muscle memory now for the last few months that is gone, or you need to like rewrite. Maybe a better way to put it. It's so fun. I'm meaning to can we all band together and get upset about the ambiguity until they make them for your US comp? I mean, I know you're joking, but yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if you're right, Vega. Just opening up a reroll every round would still fit what they said technically. I don't. No. It's a really old post, dude. It's like from last year. I almost positive you were not playing the game. It was the beginning of things just being like bad, like really, really bad, dude. I don't want to take us back to those times, but it was a not good time. And it was like, yeah. I want to find it though because it was so long ago that maybe they did say it in an ambiguous way that this would satisfy what they said. My recollection is that they just were fixing rerolls so that you cannot get the same champions. But maybe they didn't technically say that. My recollection is that the post felt a bit irritated. So I'd be surprised if they had the presence of mind to be that ambiguous of it too. I would bet a good amount of money the rerolls won't be free. This is just opening up some more unit. So this is kind of like what we were saying too about, and again, guys, we're in the like exploratory phase. We're not in the pitchfork phase here. Let's be really careful with that. So whatever you hear me say, make sure you put it into the proper context. Is like I've also noticed that myself. I used to go from just letting energy expire or selling it if I was on at the time, to I'm actually down now to 1. And with this card game mode, that's gonna probably be a lot of energy for people too. So like they didn't give up on, like, again, I don't think you were here for this last year. They made these like changes to energy and all kinds of stuff and like potions. I think it was last year. And so much was just like, dude, why? Like, what the hell is this? Like, this is to the point where I'm going to now have to like pay to like just complete quests. Like, I'm not going to play that. Like, I already pay this much to get champions. You have a sale every other month where I'm spending like $1,000. Now you're going to nickel and dime me on like energy. Like, see, like it was like Alan Iverson. You're like, energy. I spent $1,000 last month on Dark Phoenix, and now you want to talk about energy? Like, that's honestly like the most rational of us who don't work for Kabam or don't get status from knowing people who work for Kabam. Everyone else was like, this is absurd. Work, just so you can know I'm not over exaggerating. Simula made a video talking about how bad the energy level was. Okay. And Kabam, it was actually, now that I think about it, it was like a canary in the coal mine. We should have known that they were eventually just going to be like, we're taking our ball going home on rebalance. They were like, fine. And like all of a sudden energy and potions are everywhere again. It was like the waterfall had opened, the dam was open. And we should have known they weren't going to stop trying to make money on potions and energy and items and things like that. I think they even told us what it's called. It's called like the daily economy, or I don't know, something like that. And we should have known. Hopefully Coliseum Destroyer doesn't eat up revives. Unfortunately, I think it's going to come down to having the right options. My hope is that they provide enough options, and this is what we'll go over. I'll live stream it, and we won't just look for like the best option. We won't just look for like the MSD Cantona Liam 20 bars option. We're gonna look for the like, hey, here's a variety of champions you might have that can help you get a solid 6 to 12. A little more simple. They're gonna handle some threats on the fights. We'll get through it together. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. Wild stuff, but sadly unsurprising. Yeah. It's like we'll DM or something. There's no reason to stay on it and do it. Like I said, things are pretty good now, like big picture. So let's try to, let's give criticism when it's warranted, when it's valid, when it's needed, and try to enjoy some of the positives of it. So no, 5 to 10 is not bad, man. So I do a top 10 for every single one of these. Maybe I should. The last one didn't do that well, but I took a lot more time to get it out. So I think there was just other guides and things like that, which is good, dude. Like, dude, noob crushes it every time, right? But I don't remember what happened with. Oh, it's because Alliance Coliseum was at the same time, and so I streamed both of them. And so by the time I got out my like, hey, here's the best options and stuff, the video just didn't perform very well. But that the stream performed very well. So I think people maybe had gotten like, okay, I got Vega's opinion. I'm gonna go get some other opinions too. Yeah, it's tough. I hear you, Hurricane Pixel. It that is venturing into the territory for me of and I realize too, like I know is where all you'll hear me say, this has gone on long enough, or these things keep happening that it's either intentional or it's negligent. I'm sure if you've watched my videos or my streams, you've heard me say that many times over the years. Obviously, you know what intentional means, right? Intentional means it was done on purpose. In this case, what I mean by negligent is it's more of like the American legal standard, which probably isn't very helpful to people now that I'm actually explaining it, is like either the person did know and had the responsibility to take care of it, right? So like, kabam, this has happened so often that you either have the responsibility to know and you did not, and it was done like intentionally, or you should have known. You should have known and you're not taking care of it. And so when it comes to input and all that stuff, like I file it under there because I can't prove it's intentional. I understand it's frustrating, man. And when we're frustrated and we're annoyed and we want to have faith in something, well, sometimes we say stuff that's like inflammatory or upsetting because we're upset, right? I think it's understandable. But when I'm feeling rational and I'm not upset, I can't say it's intentional because I don't know if it's intentional or not. But I sure as hell know that it seems to benefit them. So yeah. All right, guys. I got to bounce. Got a lot to get to. We will. What happened to Dawson's Creek? Why am I getting ripped Dawson's Creek? What happened? He passed away. He was sick for quite a while, right? I think he had like cancer or something. Yeah, that sucks. Young man dying. I think he was a father too, right? Thanks for all the support, Illuminatus. All right, guys, we're gonna bounce. Let's go ahead and raid someone on Twitch. So Benito's playing Elden Ring. So I don't know how many of y'all see that. Benito's entertaining though, and obviously like a high skill gamer. So you can check that out. If you guys don't mind, let's raid Benito. I haven't raided him, I think, in a while. So I'd appreciate if you guys could go show him a little love, a little support. That would be cool. But I get it. He's playing Elden Ring, so it might not be what you want to see right now. So I would understand. But as someone who might start playing more than just MCoC, I would love if you support us MCoC streamers that are playing other games. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the support. Yeah, Benny's good. Take care, everybody. I'll catch y'all really, really soon. Hopefully tomorrow. If not, Friday.